Buying your first home for the white picket fence and Pinterest kitchen, that's cute, but it's not smart. If you're only thinking about paint colors and Instagrammable bathrooms, you're missing the entire point of real estate. Because your first home isn't just where you live, it's your first investment. And if you treat it that way, it can change your entire financial future. If you're buying a home, you're an investor. Even if you never rent it out, even if you don't flip it, that mortgage you're paying, it's gonna build you equity. That home value, it's gonna appreciate. So you have two options. Be the buyer who intentionally builds wealth, or be the buyer who makes strategic moves and builds wealth on purpose. Let's talk about equity, the value you truly own in your home. Every mortgage payment grows that equity. Now let's add in appreciation. Let's say you buy a $300,000 home with just a 3% annual appreciation. In 5 years, it could be worth over $347,000. That's $47,000 in value just from the market, plus the mortgage that you've paid down. Your home is quietly growing your net worth. As a homeowner, you get perks that renters just don't. You have the mortgage interest rate deduction, property tax deductions, and possible capital gains exclusions when you sell. Make sure you talk to your CPA for details, but know this: owning a home lowers your tax bill, and that's part of your ROI. Let's not buy emotionally, buy strategically. Most buyers treat their first home like it's gonna be their forever home. Instead of asking, is this a smart buy? They're asking, do I love that kitchen backsplash? That's emotional buying, and it's expensive. Instead, ask, will this area grow in value? Can I rent it out later? What's the resale potential in 5 to 7 years? You don't need perfect, you need profitable. And flexibility equals power. Think of your first home as a stepping stone. You could sell it and use your equity for your next move. You could rent it out and create a monthly stream of income. Or you can house hack now and reduce your cost of living. Home ownership isn't the finish line, it's your starting block. So how do you buy like an investor? How do you buy strategically, even if it's just your first time? 1. Know your monthly comfort zone, not just your max pre-approval. Just because the bank says you can afford $2,800 a month doesn't mean you should. What's your actual comfort level after budgeting for savings, travel, or emergencies? Start with your financial lifestyle, not someone else's loan approval. 2. Choose resale-friendly neighborhoods, not just trendy finishes in that cute home in a low-demand area that might sit around a lot longer or lose value when it's time to sell. Instead, look for strong school districts, low vacancy rates, upcoming development, high rental demands. These are signs of long-term value and growth potential. 3. Plan your exit strategy before you even move in. Ask yourself, could I rent this out later if I needed to move? Is there room to renovate and add value? What would selling this in 5 to 7 years realistically look like? The best investments are flexible ones. Always have a plan B in mind. And last, 4, work with a team that sees beyond granite countertops. You want advisors who think like investors, who help you look at long-term value resale strategy and the math behind the purchase. That's what we do here at TGG. We don't just sell you homes. We help you build your foundation. We help buyers grow wealth, not just buy homes. So to recap, your first home isn't just a place to live. It's a powerful financial tool. When you understand how equity, appreciation, tax benefits, and smart strategy work together, you stop thinking like a buyer and start thinking like a builder, not just of homes, but of wealth, of options, and of your future.